Welcome, this is MH and welcome again to another edition of Spectating Master Rank Pokemon in Pokemon Unite ranked matches. Today we will be spectating Greninja and trying to evaluate what kind of clutch plays they will be having and trying to see what kind of lessons we can learn from the Greninja over here. And from my rudimentary Japanese, I think this would be Noguchi. Yes, I guess it's Noguchi Greninja along with the team of Zeraora, Lucario, Greedent, and Wigglytuff. So as you can see over here, this is going to be a jungle Greninja, one of the best lanes to be for Greninja, as it is very strong once it's leveled up very high. So a bit about Greninja, it is a physical attacker, and only its base attacks can critically strike, and the critical hit rate increases at level 5 and level 9, indicating its power spikes, and coincidentally, Froakie evolves to Frogadier at level 5, and at level 7 it becomes its ultimate form, Greninja. As you can see, this team is employing a 2-1-2 formation, with Greninja interestingly going, or Froakie at this point in time, interestingly going for the two Crawfishes first, before going for the two buffs, and I'm assuming Noguchi over here will be going up to the top, getting ready for the 850 bees at the top. So Greninja has a Torrent passive ability. So what it means is that while HP is at 50% or less, attack is increased by 5% and movement speed is increased by 12%. So it's gonna be a very strong beast at the higher levels. And as you can see now, we're starting with a team fight at the top, where Zeraora and Lucario are fighting for the purple team against an opponent Zeraora and Lucario as well. It is not uncommon to see in competitive matches Lucario on top, but this time we have two very tanky Pokemons at the top, Zeraora and Lucario. And Greninja or Noguchi at this time beautifully finishes the opponent Zeraora just now, and now goes back to the jungle to try and farm again. So gathering power. So for Greninja, a little bit about its basic ability. At range, Greninja's basic attacks reduces the cooldown of Surf, Water Shuriken, or Bubble by 0.5 seconds, and boosted attacks apply slow. So Greninja is a bit of a mix. It can be both a melee and a range Pokemon, as you can see in the clips here, right? There are two circles around Greninja. When it is far enough, it will attack in range mode, and if it's near, it will be melee. So it is a bit of an art to try and decide which ones will be the most advantages at that particular point in time. So the trio at the top here for the purple team, dominating and protecting very well, with Zeraora, Lucario, and Greninja coming in, zoning and pushing back the enemy Lucario and Zeraora. A 3-2 from the top to the bottom seems to be a favored position for this team, but at the bottom they are suppressed quite heavily, as I can see that Greedent hasn't even evolved yet. So it's still on a squavered form, while the opponent already has Greedent at the bottom. So purple team slightly ahead in terms of points, but overall in terms of levels does not seem too favorable unless they do get a Dreadnought or they manage to push down this Rotom and then quickly rush down to the back. Greninja now running a Water Shuriken build. I see is going to get a bit of farm while trying to wait for the perfect time before going for the Rotom. All of them seem to be very hesitant, moving around, trying to zone out. It's a mirror match at the top, 3v3 with the same exact Pokemons. Greninja, Lucario, and Zeraora. Looks like a stalemate at the top even after 20 seconds of Rotom spawning. But at the bottom, Mime and Greedent for the orange team is pushing down the level 1 gym, scoring a very nice 20 by Mime. At the top here, we can see that Wigglytuff is rotating back to the top. We have 4 coming at the top, looking like the purple team is going to prioritize Rotom over Dreadnought, and that may not be a bad choice because Rotom these days provide more push, more attack power, is tankier, and does make a difference if you're able to push down one of the towers or goals at this point. Yes, so at the bottom again, the purple team moving here and there, but at the top, not much action yet. Everyone is still hovering around, trying to test out the waters. We have the orange Greninja here belching at will. And Belch is indeed a very dangerous move if you get close by. And this Greninja here does manage to use his Unite move. Not managing to take it down yet, and is now chasing Lucario, takes down the Lucario, and I think he has an opportunity to take down the Greedent, and if Greedent goes down, it'll be a free pass to go for the Rotom and take down the... Oh yes, and Greedent goes down, and Greninja takes the final Zeraora before scoring 40, taking down the level 1 goal, and this opens up the opportunity to push with the Rotom. So with Greninja, a little bit about his Unite move. It is called Water Burst Shuriken. It unlocks at level 9, where Greninja will throw a giant Shuriken towards this designated area. And you can see here, oh, they missed and they lost the Rotom. Orange team with the Unite move by Greedent, and the belching Pokemon manages to take quite a few of them down. So purple team this time switches its focus to the bottom lane, where Dreadnought is being taken down by both Zeraora and also Greedent. So at least they did split the objectives. So back to Water Burst Shuriken, right? The Shuriken immediately explodes, dealing damage to the enemies and throws them into the air. And once this move ends, Greninja may jump in the designated area. Not the strongest of Unite moves, doesn't need that much balancing in my opinion, but it is quite a solid one if used properly, and it has been slightly increased since its launch. So you can see Greninja here running the double team, where it vanishes before dashing and sending clones, and it's using it very, very beautifully, because nowadays the clones are able to use abilities as well, and with the Water Shuriken you are able to focus on a single Pokemon, in this case the bees, and that helps you to clear creeps, clear Pokemons much faster. So Greninja here hovering around Noguchi, going up and down, trying to farm, maximize his HP and XP. At the moment is at level 12, one of the highest in the game at the moment. Orange Greedent coming in to steal some farm. Greninja had no choice but to back off a bit and trying to zone out, trying to get some XP while trying to ensure that the enemy Greedent does not score. He does manage to come in with and Wigglytuff comes in. That should be the end of Greedent. No. Greedent is one very, very fast Pokemon with Covert, even though it's a drifting Pokemon where it moves left and right and it's difficult to control, but if used properly, Covert can ensure a perfect escape for the Greedent anytime. And that makes Greedent such a dangerous Pokemon. He can sneak in, and like this Pokemon here, running Covert and also Belch, sneak in, does a lot of damage and run away. But if it is trapped, like in this case 3 against 1, even with an ultimate move, there is nothing much it can do. Oh no, it is doing a lot of damage, continually belching and taking down our Greninja over here. It's a battle between Greedents who will belch the most and the purple Greedent who started off the belching sequence a bit longer, does take down the orange Greedent. But it was not a fair exchange. 3 down for the purple team versus just 1 for the orange. And orange team again, not only leading in points, they managed to take Rotom for the 2nd time in a row, pushing the level 2 goal pretty hard, and it is just shy of 2 minutes 25 seconds. Will they go for the Dreadnought at the bottom, or will it be a straight up Zapdos fight? The points are still relatively close together with a plus minus 36 points difference. Not much in it between both teams. The purple team farming quite well on their side, but the orange team having a split push with Greedent and Mine at the bottom and Zeraora at the top fighting against the Lucario. Noguchi with the Greninja just decides to farm, get the jungle, make sure you get as much XP as possible, and now the final battle starts. Zapdos is here. Looks like Noguchi is trying to hit the level 14 breakpoint for Greninja first before going into the middle to help. And he's waiting for support. Yes, he sees his fellow Zeraora and Lucario here, and here it starts. Everyone starts uniting. I see the Zeraora uniting. And I see the signature move Berry by the Greedent, and Zeraora tries to chase. Will Zeraora succeed? No, there's a counter Unite Water Shuriken by the Greninja. Matt uses it to escape, but now is coming back trying to zone and also harass the Greedent a bit, but Greedent notices that he's trying to transport back to base and again tries to take a kill. Looking at Noguchi's health is low, but Noguchi escapes defeat and decides to go back to base. In the middle, it seems to be very cautious. Both teams unsure, do they really need to risk it all to be Zapdos? But this time Noguchi comes in and pushes back the Greedent. Greedent with Covert, as I mentioned, does escape with its speed. Once it takes the berries, it just escapes the Water Shurikens, which only goes in a straight line. So now with 40 seconds left, time is of the essence. With 3 goals left apiece, it is really hard to say. The team which gets Zapdos could pull the winner for this game, or maybe if they don't try to get Zapdos because there's only 24 seconds on the clock, they may try to just hit on the goals because there isn't much time to do anything else. And I think that is what Noguchi is trying to do, and the orange team has the same thoughts. Look at this, Mime at the top and Lucario at the bottom, both of them hitting the level 2 goals, and they succeed to score. Our Greninja 876 with the 100. Will this 100 be enough to win the game? Will the purple team win with the last minute 100 by Greninja? What is the outcome? It is a victory for the purple team. Such as an exciting game, 484 to 394. It looks like Zapdos is not the only win condition over here. Thank you very much.